Hey everyone, Rogue Leader here, back with another video. And real quick before I get started, I know I haven't posted in like 4 months. It's just I've been summer vacations happened, and you might think that that's like prime time to do YouTube, but I've been going on a lot of trips, and also I uh, I just really haven't had the motivation or hadn't had any ideas of what I could do for YouTube really. So but I'm back here. I have so many Lego sets that can be reviewed, old and new. Uh, and so yeah, I figured I'd start with the newest one to my collection, the Lego Star Wars 75314, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle review. Has 6 minifigures if you want to include the gonk droid, 5 without the gonk droid, 2 speeder bikes, 969 pieces, and the shuttle. Let's get into the minifigures. Alright, so the first minifigure we have is Hunter, the leader of the Bad Batch. And I'm gonna just say this now for all the figures. I'm absolutely blown away. This is so detailed. It has even, the minifigure even has leg printing and toe printing, which I'm actually pretty sure that before this, looking at all these figures over on my right, yeah, they all have leg print or toe printing. The only other clone trooper to have toe printing was the ARC trooper back in, I think, 2012. So it's very nice to be getting toe. Actually, no, we got it on the. Yeah, we got on the file first troopers, didn't we? So yeah, but basically what I'm trying to say is toe printing pretty rare on clones, and yeah. Very nice minifigure. You got a very accurate helmet, much better than my custom helmet that I used. His face, also pretty good. He's got his tattoo and his headband. And then you also get a hairpiece for him. It's just the long black hairpiece. I do not like that the headband goes underneath the hair, whereas in the show it goes above. And I think this hairpiece is probably just a little too long for Hunter, so I honestly think that I don't know if it would work well because I don't have the piece, but the Monkey Kid hairpiece might work a little better. He does come with 2 knives, which is nice. He comes with 1 knife, but you know, you get a second extra one, and I had nowhere to put it, so I just gave him the second one too. He has a second face print, just more angry, more like in the heat of battle, and yeah. So that's our first minifigure. Our next minifigure is Tech, and this is also really good. And from the lighting, you might think, oh yeah, it's Tech. He has some white armor, but he actually has light gray armor, which, while in the show, he has white armor. So it's a little inaccurate, but it's such a good figure I can look past it. Unfortunately, like the Stormtrooper helmet, his helmet droops down a little bit, so you can't turn his helmet. All the Bad Batch members have backpacks, but this is Tech is the only one who they actually like gave a whole thing. The rest of them have just printing, like, so he has just a printed backpack on, which I don't know. I don't really like that, but you know. He has this nice new molded helmet, which is awesome. I really like it. Unfortunately, the visor does not flip down, but you know, it's fine. He's got the one face that has his goggles and more angry, and then he has just like a normal face without his goggles, like that. And he does have a hairpiece you can give him. There you go. To make him more like Tech. I do think, because if you rewatch The Bad Batch or even Season 7 Clone Wars, he's much paler than the rest of the clones. So I think they would have done better giving him just like a plain or a normal white face rather than giving him this color to more accurately represent the clones. I think this one figure that definitely should have had the paler face, but what can you do? And then the only other thing I have to say is he has 2 DC-17 blaster pistols. And I'll have something to say about that when we get to Echo. But yeah, pretty good figure. And he gets a custom helmet. Can we get Commander Cody to get a custom helmet? All right, here we have Wrecker, and Wrecker is actually, this is also a pretty good figure, like I've said. He has this blaster pistol, which is supposed to represent the, I forget what it's called, but the commando blaster that he always uses. And I think that works really well for it. I never thought of doing that weapon, or this blaster for that. Or this mold for that the commando blaster. But yeah, it looks great. Another thing is that he does actually have a bigger, like, he kind of has like this piece, this neck attachment to make him look bigger. And strangely enough, you do get 2 of them. I don't know if that was just mine or if all of them get 2 of them, but mine came with 2 of these things, so you can make a custom clone if you wanted, which is kind of cool. Like you probably saw, he has, actually, real quick, he's got the exact same torso and legs as Hunter, just you throw this bigger piece on. And then his head's pretty nice, definitely represents Wrecker with that little smirk, and his, I think that's supposed to be a cybernetic eye or something. But yeah, definitely works. And because he's bald, he doesn't have a hairpiece. And then you got his helmet, which in it says 99 on the top, just like in the show. Here we have Echo, and that's too close up. There we go. Here we have Echo, and again, outstanding figure. He does have arm printing to represent his mechanical arm. He doesn't come with a piece to represent it. It's just a like gray hand, which I think works decently. His legs are different because they actually printed on his waist cape, which I think they should have just given him an actual waist cape piece. That way, just more accurate, and just would have looked better. Let's see, what else? We got, here's his weapon, his blaster pistol. This is supposed to be a DC-17 because that's what he used in the show. But the thing is, Tech also uses DC-17s in the show, but they include 2 different molds for the same blaster. So they use the same blaster, but they include 2 different molds. And I'd say if you have an extra one of these, extra one of these blasters, give it to Echo because it's more accurate to the DC-17. But anyways, moving on. I got a nice visor helmet, which might look pretty good for like a custom Season 7 crosshair. And then we also have Echo's face, which they did go paler because that's just, he looks real pale in the show. He's got his cybernetics, and he definitely looks like a clone while also looking like he's been tortured and starved and whatever else the Separatists did. So yeah, pretty good mini. The Traitor crosshair. He's got the long blaster rifle, and his torso and legs very closely represent a Death Trooper. I think his armor, besides the helmet, supposed to be like a first generation Death Trooper armor. And then his helmet's basically just his Season 7 helmet, but in black and green instead of gray and red. And then he does have a face, custom face, and it has his little, his crosshair on his, what is that, his right eye? And right eye for him, left eye for us. And yeah, pretty good. I do not like that they chose this helmet for him. I think that the First Order Flame Trooper helmet would have worked a lot better. Just do that, make that helmet in black, put a green visor on it, and that would have been more accurate to him. But yeah, he has, like the rest, has toe printing, leg printing, no arm printing on this figure. And you'll see, again, that his backpack is printed because, I don't know, it's just that his backpack is printed. They should have given it to us, but I guess he can't because he's supposed to ride the speeder bike. But yeah, let's move on to the last, not really minifigure, but last character. Here we have the legendary gonk droid Gonky, and this is pretty good minifigure, or not even minifigure, buildable figure, I think, something like that. I don't know. he's, good. He's good. He comes with, I think this is maybe a new design for the gonk droid. It might be one I don't really know. I don't have a lot of gonk droids, so I don't know, like, if this is a new design or a design they've used in, like, a sandcrawler or something, but it does look pretty accurate to a gonk droid. I think that this should have been in a different color, because if I remember correctly, Gonky was, like, dark orange, maybe. But, yeah, pretty good. And, yeah, let's go on to the shuttle. All right, we're going to start with the speeder bikes. There we go. The 2 speeder bikes. So we get the Crosshair's Imperial speeder bike, which is almost exactly the same as the File First speeder. The only difference is it doesn't have blasters right here. It just has the clips, which is like, why even put the clips there? Just put a 1x1 tile or a 1x1 plate there. But yeah, all the same. It's basically the same thing, just in gray, black, and blue rather than light gray, blue, and actually I think those are the only colors. But then you can also take this blaster and just, I guess, put it on here so he doesn't have to hold it. But give him this, and yeah, he has stud shooters too. Hopefully you know how stud shooters work. Just shoot the gray thing in the back and shoots a red stud and knocks him over. And now that stud is all the way over there. But yeah, that's Crosshair's speeder. And then the better speeder is Hunter's speeder. Well, actually in the set it's supposed to be Tech speeder, but in the show Hunter's the one riding it. But we'll just use Tech for the example. There we go. So pretty nice. It's based off I think it was episode 4, Cornered, with Shinnick Fand and the little chase. And so yeah, you can throw Tech on there. Luckily, you can keep his backpack on. You don't have to take that off because there's some room for that. Unfortunately, you cannot, like, physically put his hands on there. You'll see that it's this thing's too wide, which I don't know, like, that's just kind of stupid because, why, like, I don't even know why they do this, because, like, if I put it on here, like, look, you can't get it onto the other unless you take the arm off and position it to look like it's still on. You can, however, get one arm and him sitting down, but you can't get the other, which I think is maybe a good thing, because then you can have him holding a blaster pistol, and then you can put the other one on this little clip back here. There we go. And yeah, and these two little things, I don't know if these are supposed to be engines or guns or something, but yeah, pretty good. Let's go on to the shuttle. The Bad Batch attack shuttle, or the what is it, the Marauder? Is it just the Marauder, or is it something else? I think I don't remember. I know it has Marauder in it. It might be the Marauder. I know it's like the Marauder or Marauder something, but pretty nice. This is actually a pretty nice thing. There's a few problems with it I have, and that's just a few things. This is like a bit inaccurate, like sizing wise. Like, this is a window, so like, you're supposed to have in universe a clone, or all of them could look out the windows, but back here, this is where a whole trooper is supposed to sit. So like in the show, Wrecker usually is like back here, like basically right there, shooting the turrets, which are all the way down here when they should be up there. So it's pretty dumb. And so, like, this needs to be bigger, or this needs to be smaller. It's just, yeah, it's not size proportionate, but it's definitely not minifigure scale whatsoever. You can barely fit 4 figures in here. But yeah, let's see. So it's pretty nice. It uses a lot of sand blue, and I don't like that. It should have used light or dark gray. as its main color, just because that's more accurate to the show. The wings do fold down. You can fold them, if I just zoom out a little bit, you can fold them down. So if I just put them like this, I like to have them at, if you flatten them out with the thing, and then you just click them 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I like that look. If we can, there we go. But yeah. And so, yeah. Let's see, let's zoom back in. It's got some nice turrets or blasters or whatever these are. And then it's actually pretty easy to lift up the, to get access to the interior. You just basically pull this up and pull it over. And yeah, you got access to the interior. And I'll show you how to go. And then, so now we can put the minifigures in. So if I just grab Hunter, you can put him in. Get him in there. And then you can put Tech in. And unfortunately, you do have to remove his backpack in order for him to fit, but not too hard. Just take it off and then put him in the back seat. And then you can put Echo and Wrecker. You have to take their blasters out of their hands, but then you can put them in. If I just do it like that, and then just lift it up like this. So you have to lift this thing up, which is actually a little storage compartment. You can actually pull it out if you want. It's just a little crate for you to put your blasters or anything. You can put your crosshairs, extra studs, shooters in there, or you can put their blasters because you don't really have a place to store all of them. But besides that, and then you just sit down both these figures like that, and we're just gonna put them in. Okay, I just completely broke the bottom. Wow. All right, let it be known that be careful on putting these guys in because, all right, what the heck? Okay, I have no idea what just happened with that. That's obviously not supposed to happen, but you can see I now have Echo in there. Gonna be a little more careful, and then just put Wrecker on the other side. There. Oh my gosh. Okay, it happened again. So everyone, if you're building this and want to put Wrecker or Echo in, you have to have it on a surface like this. You can't have it like that. And I was just doing that to show you. And then you can push down this, and after a few times having it broken, we have all 4 figures in there. And yeah, and let's just, why is this not, there we go. And it just goes right on top. See, there's no cracks. It's not like coming up a little bit because of a helmet. It is perfectly good and fine. But yeah, it's pretty good. We got stud shooters, or not stud shooters, spring load missiles on the bottom, and this just fell off. Alright, spring load missiles on the bottom. You saw I accidentally shot one. Push down the back thing. They shoot really far, or really high in that case. I do like on this middle wing that they copied all the things they did on this side, just to make it accurate, because this side and this side have the same design. It's just, yeah, looks pretty nice. All in all, this is a good set. I think that you're definitely going to want to buy like some black pieces or some clear pieces to have it propped up, because yeah, it looks fine, but it doesn't look great just landed like this. So yeah, that's basically the review. Yeah, got these 2 speeder bikes, which is actually so good. This is definitely worth $100 with because if you think the Imperial shuttle has $70, it costs $70. And that was probably around the same build like this, maybe a little smaller. But the thing is, for another $30, you're getting 2 speeder bikes, and if you think those minifigures we got from the shuttle, Luke and Darth Vader, they can just use the same prints and molds from the year before. The pilot, they can use the same prints and molds from 2018's Imperial landing craft. So there's literally nothing really new they had to do. Whereas this, they had to do completely new prints for all 5 figures, and they had to do 1 new mold for Tech's helmet. So new prints, 1 new mold, and two speeder bikes, plus 2 more minifigures for $30, which is super good. So yeah, that's basically my opinion. Really good. I'd recommend picking this up, especially with season 2 announced. I'm sure people are going to be buying a lot of these just to invest in. And I'd say if you have $200, buy 2, open 1, save the other for 5 years later when, you know, these things might go for like $200, $300 maybe. And yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And because I haven't been uploading, I'm gonna try and upload once every day this week. So look out. I have 2 more videos to do with the Bad Batch shuttle and a bunch of reviews and some figures. So I'll see you guys I guess tomorrow. Bye.